All right, let's look at this lesson today. This is going to be in a little bit different vein. It's going to be more of an instructional video, and I'm going to show you some thoughts on how I approach setting my pedal height. And we're dealing with the E-knife tuning. And on majority of the guitars, you have 3 floor pedals and 4 knee levers that are on a E-knife tuning. So that's basically what we're going to be dealing with. On my guitar, I have a 0 pedal. So actually this second pedal will be my A pedal. So they have, I think most people are calling it a 0 pedal or a Franklin pedal. Then you have A, B, and this would be the C pedal. What we're doing then, if we're not talking about adjusting the length of the pull of the string, we're simply talking about where you would adjust this rod, the pedal rod, and normally that's right here. There's an adjustment here. So that's where you're going to adjust the height of that pedal. Now we're going to have a diagram, and it's one I drew out, but it serves its purpose. It's kind of exaggerated, but you're thinking of like a U shape, and if you look at that, A pedal, the first pedal, is higher. It's at the top of the U. The B pedal is at the bottom, and the C pedal is also at the top. Now below that you'll see I have A, B, C, and that is actually denoting pretty close to how the pedals would be. So you can see that the A pedal is a little higher, the B pedal's in the middle, is lower. The C pedal is probably pretty close to the same height as the A pedal. The A pedal, to me, is a standalone pedal. So what I mean by that is you'll use that pedal by itself sometimes. Also, with that pedal, you will depress it all the way, and sometimes you'll actually have what they call a half pedal. So you'll actually come halfway off of that A pedal to get some notes. So you'll want that pedal higher than the B, because you don't want to touch that B accidentally and have some tuning problems in your chords or your licks. So you'll think of the A pedal as by itself, so I want to be able to roll over and not engage or even accidentally touch that B pedal. So I want that A pedal a little higher. So again, you can press it all the way, and sometimes you'll actually have a half pedal, then you'll completely release that pedal. So if I do that, I don't want to come across inadvertently and touch that B pedal. If it's below that or lower, it makes it a lot easier. Okay, now the B pedal actually is a standalone pedal too, because you'll use that on some of your speed picking licks, and also like your suspended chords, you'll play it by itself. So I want, and again, this is just my preference, I want it just a little bit lower than the A pedal. Okay, now the next thing you look at is that, just dealing with pedals right now, I usually use the B and C pedal together. I want these, like I'm setting the A pedal is pretty much exactly how the C pedal will be set. Okay, then this will lead me to my next point, is that some of these pedals you'll roll, and I mean by that, or pivot, and also use a knee lever in conjunction with that pedal. Now there's two schools of thought on knee levers. There's a Showbud setup and an Emmons setup. I'm using the Showbud pedal, so what I mean by that is if I take this knee, left knee, go left, that's my E to F. It raises my 4 and 8. Now on a Emmons setup, if you rolled that same knee to the right, you would have your ED flat knee lever. Now I use the ED flat knee lever, I use the Showbud setup, or is what I call it, is on my right knee going left. Okay, so this gets back to what I'm talking about, pivoting or rolling these pedals and knee levers together. A lot of times you'll use the A pedal and F knee lever together. So when I roll out, roll my foot this way. I want to clear that B pedal. I want it lower than the A. So when I'm pressing that A pedal all the way down, I'm not inadvertently touching that B in any way. Then I roll over and catch my F knee lever. Okay, so now with the B pedal, I'll pivot this way and I engage my ED flat knee lever. So again, I want to be able to clear that A pedal all the way so I can go down lower with my B pedal. That lets that A pedal clear and I can roll in with my knee lever. Now with the B and C pedals, I'll do licks using the B pedal. I'll roll off the C pedal and engage the ED flat knee lever. Now it doesn't matter, like I said, which you could have your ED. If you have your ED flat knee lever here, it can hamper you by getting off this C pedal. That movement is kind of awkward to me, so I would rather roll this way with my ED flat knee lever. Okay, so and another thing that you want to think about with this pedal height adjustment is what kind of shoes that you're wearing. I played in bands where you had to have cowboy boots, you know, it was a Western theme, and then therefore you have a high heel on your shoe or your boot. So if you bring those pedals up a little bit off the floor, adjust that height up a little, so they're actually pointed up a little bit. So I can play more on my heel. That helps you with your pivoting motions and your rolling in your knee levers. So you have this U shape going on, but also you have, if you look at this way, you have tips of the pedal is up just a little bit. So that helps you get right on the end of this pedal and helps you clear when you're doing this rolling motion or this pivoting. Also, I find that if you're doing speed picking, it also helps facilitate that too. It makes it a little easier to do that. Okay, so what we're talking about then, just to kind of recap, is that we're dealing with our normal pedal setup on an E9. We have an A, B, C. And like I said, on a lot of the newer guitars or the guitars that have more pedals or knee levers, you'll have a 0 pedal. So just disregard that on my guitar. This is A, B, this is C. We're going to set those pedal heights, adjusting right here. This is the rod, the adjustment for the height. So that's adjusting the length of the, not the pull of the string, but the length of the height for the floor pedal. So we want to have that in like a very, not exaggerated U like in our diagram. That's just for teaching purposes, but more or less like I have at the bottom with the ABC showing the pedals like that. That'll help you with your pivoting, your rolling. It'll also help you with your engaging your knee levers cleaner and when you start working with that. Again, normally in my playing, a lot of times I'll use the A pedal with the F knee lever. I'll use the B pedal with the ED flat knee lever a lot of times. Also, you want to be able to engage those pedals and not interact with any of the other ones. If you want the A pedal only, you want to be able to pivot off of it, not touch that B. And conversely, if you're trying to just use the B pedal by itself, you want to be able to pivot enough to clear that A pedal. Also, it was said that with the height, you can also tweak using the front of that pedal or the back of the pedal where it's elevated just a little bit. So this part is up just a little and you can see that on where I'm doing it with my foot. Those are sticking up just a little bit in the back. The back edge of them are elevated just a little bit. That helps me too with my speed picking and makes the pedals a little bit quicker. I've had a couple of people ask about this, and we just never had the time to do a video, so now try to work it in. Hopefully it's something that you can use. And also, like I said on some of the feedback, if you have a different thought or something that works better with you than what I'm discussing, if you'll put that in the comments maybe to share and help our other players, we'd appreciate that. So hope this helps you, and let me know what you think. Alright, I hope this video was helpful, and if you want to hit the like and subscribe button, we'd appreciate that. Also, with this video, the diagram that I have will be on our Patreon site, so you can go to the card and link in the description to get that. So if you want to support us here on YouTube, you can hit the join button below, and that'll help us out there. If you want to check out any of the equipment we're using, you can go to the Amazon link also in the description. As always, we appreciate you, and keep picking.